There comes a stage in life when people stop asking, "What do I want?" and start asking a different question: if I keep living like this for a few more years, will I regret it? Not because we've failed, but because we're starting to see more clearly today. I'm not talking about big goals, not about success, and not about who you're supposed to become, just 5 things that, if left unchanged, many people later wish they had faced sooner. First, don't live just to avoid mistakes, live so you won't regret it. For many years, we're taught to avoid mistakes, avoid risks, avoid conflict, avoid making others uncomfortable. That way of living isn't wrong, but it comes with a cost. The cost is this: we slowly get used to not doing what we truly want, just because it doesn't feel safe enough. Later in life, people rarely regret trying. They regret not trying, even when they knew exactly what they wanted. Second, don't endure in silence for too long. Silence was once how we stayed strong, so we wouldn't bother anyone, so we could handle everything on our own. But when endurance lasts too long, silence stops being strength and becomes a way of abandoning ourselves. Many people don't break because of one big event. They wear down from the small things they never said out loud. In the years ahead, the biggest change may not be doing more, but speaking sooner. Third, don't use busyness to escape your emotions. Working hard isn't always about passion. Sometimes, it's simply the fastest way to stop thinking, to avoid hard questions, to avoid emptiness, to avoid the feeling that your life is out of sync. But emotions that are avoided don't disappear. They wait for the moment you're most exhausted to return. The real change is this: allowing yourself to slow down long enough to understand who you are, not just to recover and rush forward again. Fourth, don't choose what's familiar, choose what fits. Many things keep us where we are, not because they're right, but because they're familiar. A familiar relationship, a familiar job, a familiar version of ourselves. But familiar doesn't mean suitable. In the years ahead, courage isn't about starting something new, but about leaving what no longer reflects who you've become. Fifth, don't wait for the perfect time to live honestly. Timing is rarely perfect. There will always be reasons to wait, to be more stable, to be stronger, to be less confused. But life doesn't wait until you're ready. Many people look back and realize they lived very carefully, very logically, very correctly, just not true to themselves. If all of this could be summed up in one sentence, it would be this: the years ahead don't require a more intense life, they require a more honest one, and less self-deception. If this video made you pause for a few seconds to think, then perhaps it has already done its job.